Welcome back tuning into this morning's video. It's Monday at GavsWeathers.com, which means only one thing. It's Europe Day every Monday at GavsWeathers. We have a look at weather for the coming week across Europe, and today is no exception. So before I get on with the European outlook, just talk about the advertising. This video advertising page, it's at GavsWeathers.com. If you hit play on the video ad, you'll be supporting GavsWeathers.com. And thanks very much for doing that. So we've got a bit of an east-west split across the continent at the moment. The west is relatively cool and showery, but central eastern part of Europe having a real heat wave with some big temperatures over in the East Europe. I think we're going to keep things very showery over the coming week. There will be some heavy showers, maybe some thunderstorms at times as well. But it's going to be pretty warm. Another pretty warm week coming up, particularly for central parts of Europe. Let's get on with the detail. Here's today's pressure chart. I've got low pressure out to the northwest of Europe. That's got quite cool air ingrained around it. And that extends down in towards western parts of France as well. But the heat is really for central and eastern areas. So I've got a bit of a high pressure up over Scandinavia, but the heat is really coming out of Mediterranean in towards central and eastern parts of Europe. If you have a look at the upper air temperatures, we can see that the highest temperatures are through the central and eastern parts of Europe. Some very hot air extending out of the central bowl of the Mediterranean, going up through Italy, over the Adriatic into southeast Europe, and then pushing up in towards the east of Europe. It's relatively cool, say, in the west and the northwest of Europe in particular. Convective potential shows got big convection stretched out from the Mediterranean through Italy, going on in towards Germany, eastwards in towards Poland, and then down into southeast of Europe around the Adriatic and through into the Balkans. Some big convective potential there. Not a great deal out in the west, where it's a good deal cooler. So the real thunderstorm risk is going to be for central and eastern parts of Europe today. There's the storms extending from the central bowl of the Mediterranean. There could be some storms around the Balearic Islands, would you believe, around Mallorca, Menorca and Ibiza. They extend up through southern parts of France. In fact, many central and eastern parts of France risk of some heavy thunderstorms over the Alps in towards some of Germany, down towards northern parts of Italy as well, and then going northwards in towards the Baltic states as well. Showers out to the west. They could contain thunder across Ireland and the United Kingdom, but I think the real big thunderstorms, torrential storms, are going to be further east. Now, the northeast of Europe is going to be largely dry, as will much of Spain and Portugal. Temperatures today show that the heat is in the east, so it's from Germany eastwards really, but we're going to be seeing temperatures up into the high 20s, the low 30s, 32, 33, 34, into the 90s Fahrenheit, distinctly possible, particularly centred around Poland and going down in towards the Balkans. It's quite a bit cooler out into the west, as you can see by those temperatures there, just 20 or 21 for some parts of England, 22 or 23 for France. If you have a look at the weather for the middle of the week, we see high pressure is beginning to ridge in off the Atlantic in towards the west, but we've still got this trough of low pressure here set up across many central and eastern parts of Europe. We've still got this ridge up over Scandinavia. It's intensifying actually, so it's probably turning largely dry up there. The heat is through Scandinavia, or the highest upper air temperatures through Scandinavia, going down into central parts of Europe, then on in towards southeast. Again, it's a cooler scene out to the west and the northwest, but very hot down across central and southern parts of France. The convective potential is easing down a little bit through the middle of the week, but there is still some, particularly through east parts of Germany and going into Poland. It's mainly dry up over Scandinavia, that big area of high pressure, but come further south, got lots of heavy thunderstorms through Denmark, going down in towards Germany, much of France as well, at risk of heavy showers of thunderstorms, and then going eastwards into the east and the southeast of Europe, particularly around the Balkans. Once again, some big thunderstorms possible there, but it's mainly dry up to the northeast, that area of high pressure. It's mainly dry through the Mediterranean, away from Italy. We've got a lot of dry weather there, and it's drying out a little bit for the United Kingdom and for Ireland also. Temperatures show that the highest temperatures are again in the east and the northeast of Europe, so up to 31, 32, quite widely in the east and the northeast, into the 90s Fahrenheit. Conversely, it's much cooler through central west parts. Look at those temperatures for Germany midweek, just into the mid-teens at best there on the suggestion of this. That is because of those big showers, thunderstorms, maybe longer spells of rain. But I think that's probably a bit overdone. I don't think things will be as cold as that through Germany. But certainly it is cooler through these western parts of Europe midweek. Going through to the end of the week, we still have that area of high pressure up over Scandinavia. We still have these slack sort of little troughs of low pressure through central and eastern parts of Europe. And another area of low pressure getting perilously close to western Scotland and Ireland. Upper air temperatures show it's pretty warm really across many parts of the continent. The heat gain mainly focused through Scandinavia and then going down in towards the east and the southeast of Europe, but it is very warm, I think, by the end of the week across most parts of Europe. Temperatures will be lifting up. Convective potential shows that the thunder and lightning is really going to be from the Low Countries and Germany eastwards, and maybe a little bit over northern parts of Scandinavia, funnily enough. There could be some thunderstorms up there in the far north of Scandinavia, coming down towards Norway as well. But the real storm risk, again, it's through the Low Countries into Germany and then on into the Balkans, down in towards Italy, particularly the mountainous regions of Italy. Big thunderstorms possible there. Not too much in the west of Europe and very little up in the northeast, away from those northern parts of Scandinavia and away from Norway. The temperature shows pretty warm at the end of the week. They are lifting up, those temperatures, although they'll be pegged back where those thunderstorms occur, so that's why we've got such a big spread in temperatures. Potentially parts of Germany, for instance, could be up to 27 or 28 at the end of the week, but also we see the suggestion here that we're just into the low 20s or the upper teens Celsius, and that's because of those big showers and thunderstorms. So where you get the heavy rain, it does limit your temperature potential. Generally, the highest temperatures again are in the east and the northeast. Quick look ahead at next weekend. Low pressure starting to come in off the Atlantic in towards the northwest, but it's still pretty warm scene actually, with sort of slack pressure across much of the continent. The upper air temperatures again show the heat is from Scandinavia going down towards the east. Very warm week coming up to Scandinavia, I think, quite unusually, but a very warm week and that ridge of high pressure over Scandinavia. And that does go down in towards the east and the southeast Europe. Conversely, again, cooler air is coming back in off the Atlantic in towards Ireland, the United Kingdom, central and northern parts of France. Convective potential shows it really is through central, eastern parts of Europe again next weekend. The risk of big thunderstorms there, really from the heart of the continent, stretched out from eastern parts of France, going through the Low Countries into Denmark, Germany, Poland, down in towards the Alpine regions of France, Germany and Italy, going down to mountainous regions of Italy and over the Adriatic into Balkans. All those regions have a risk of thunder. Mostly dry through the bend away from Italy and mostly dry up to the northeast of Europe, except for a few scattered thunderstorms across central parts of Norway and Sweden. A little bit unsettled again for the United Kingdom and for Ireland, and temperatures will be there by next weekend, cooling off back in towards below 20s or the upper teens, as it is for France. Again, the heat is really for central and eastern parts of Europe, so it looks like it'll be a pretty warm week across much of the continent, but we are going to have to watch out for those big showers and thunderstorms, particularly for central and eastern parts of Europe where we've got the highest temperatures. That would be where we have the greatest risk of thunder. But not a particularly settled week coming up. We're at high summer now, so yeah, going to be very warm, but there will be a risk of those big showers and thunderstorms. Now, I won't be doing a European Outlook next Monday because I'm having a few days away from Friday to Monday, so no European Outlook next week. It'll be back a week on Monday, or it might be 2 weeks today. Perhaps that makes more sense. Anyway, no European Outlook next week. It returns in a couple of weeks. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.